Hi Glowbugs, welcome back to the Glowbug Grove. My name is Firefly and today we are going to be going over everything mining in Palia. This video is more so for beginners, but we're learning something new in Palia every day, so feel free to check it out and thank you for being here. We're going to cover everything in mining today, so there will be no part 2. This here is Hodari and he is the one we're going to go to for everything mining. Hodari lives in Bahari Bay, but he does take daily trips to Kilima and he has a daughter named Najuma. We first meet Hodari when we enter Palia and go to our plot for the first time. Here he gifts us a pick which we are able to use to clean up our plot. This was during the Welcome to Palia quest where we cleaned up our plot and gathered some stone and flint. After you finish the Learning the Ropes quest, Tish will come to your plot. She's in charge of furniture making. She'll come to your plot and you'll pick up a few more quests. One of these quests will be Brick by Brick, where we have to get to mining level 2 to be able to purchase the stone smelter from Hodari. This lets us craft bars. I made a couple pictures for this video. Feel free to screenshot them so you can look back on them. This here is everything you can purchase as you level up for mining. When you reach level 2, you'll be able to buy a basic smelter to craft the bars. You'll be able to buy the copper bar recipe and the ceramic recipe. When you get to level 3, you'll be able to upgrade your pick and purchase the standard pick recipe and also the iron bar recipe. And we'll go over the rest as we move through the video. Once we reach mining level 2, we're going to find Hodari and talk to him so we can get that recipe. When you're ready to purchase the copper bar and ceramic recipe, they are 25 gold each. The basic smelter allows you to craft the bars. The heavy smelter allows you to craft the bars a little bit faster, and you can get that at level 5 for 1,000 gold. On the bottom, you'll see all the bars you'll one day be able to craft. For the basic smelter, you need 20 stone, 6 flint, and 3 sernuk hide. You can hunt sernuk over in Whispering Banks. They resemble a deer. When you hit them, a little blue health bar will appear above their head. That bar won't change, so you can chase them around until they're down. When you're ready, you can craft the smelter and place it on your plot. The brick by brick quest will complete after you pull out your first brick that you craft. The smelter automatically comes with the stone brick recipe, so you can find stone on your plot. If you ever need stone or flint, always check your plot first. Flint is collected when you mine stone. You can also go to Kilima to find stone and flint, or copper, clay, and silver. Copper can be found all over Kilima, but I have the best luck around the mayor's estate and then near Whispering Banks. With the makeshift pick that you were gifted to by Hodari, you will only be able to mine smaller stones. If you're looking for clay, you're going to check along the beach. The clay is how you will make the ceramic bars. And you won't have the silver recipe yet until level 4, but you can still mine it if it's small. Make sure you get the copper and ceramic recipe as soon as you can. Usually if it's available, that means you'll need it soon. And then the silver bar you can get at level 4. In Bahari Bay, you can find stone and flint again, iron, and gold. In case you didn't know, you can enter Bahari Bay from your plot. There's a path at the back of your plot that you can run up the hill. It will bring you to a train track bridge, and you go through the gate and you will enter Bahari Bay. When you enter a little near flooded steps. So I like to go down to Hideaway Bluffs to start mining. I then like to go over by Windy Ruins and then up near Pulse Water Plains, but you'll figure out what works for you. You can take the green sign to fast travel to Hideaway Bluffs with gold. It is 50 gold to travel there, and I honestly always have extra gold to do this, so it's just a little faster to get around. The iron ore is the one with the black on the top. To mine iron, you are going to need a standard pick, which you can get from Hodari at level 3, and you can also get the iron bar recipe at level 3 too. For your standard pick, you're going to need 20 sapwood plank and 5 copper bar. This here is what the gold looks like. You will be able to mine small gold with your standard pick, But for example, this one here that's larger, you will not be able to mine that one until you have what's called a fine pick, and that is your next upgrade. And then we have the Elderwood, where you can find whitestone, platinum, and pallium. You can enter the Elderwood from Bahari Bay. If you arrive to Bahari Bay from your plot, you'll make a left and keep running straight. I'm not going to clip this at all so you can see how long exactly it will take you to get there, but you're going to keep running straight on this path, and then you will see purple flowers on your left, and you're going to head in that direction. You will see a door appear with a bunch of purple flowers around it. You're going to go there and the game will take over and you will enter the Elderwood. Stone with the blue on top is pallium, and you won't have this recipe until you reach level 6 mining. Here you can see we can't mine the pallium yet with our standard pick. We have to wait until we can get a fine pick to do the smaller stones. These small white stones are the white stone. As we run up to this stone, you can see it's flashing. That means it's going to disappear soon, so you want to mine it as soon as possible. You can do the small and the medium stones with your standard pick. When you reach level 6, you'll finally be able to go get another upgrade for your pick named the Fine Pick. The Fine Pick will help you mine large nodes in Kilima and Bahari Bay, and then smaller nodes in the Elderwood. To craft your Fine Pick, you will need your standard pick, heartwood plank, and iron bars. When you have those materials, go ahead and craft that. This will help you mine larger nodes. You'll also see that you got a recipe for a repair kit, but first open your tool wheel and look above your pick. When you hover over the pick, it'll say the name at the top, Fine Pick. Any other tool you hover over, it'll show you the name as well. For example, Makeshift Hoe. The only makeshift item that I have here in my tool wheel is the hoe. You can see that there is no ring around it. The green or yellow ring is basically a health bar for your tool, so they can downgrade. For example, our fine pick that we have now, when that ring goes all the way down, your tool will downgrade to a standard pick. However, this is where the repair kits will become helpful. For the repair kit, the options are to make 20 of them, and that is sapwood and copper. You could also do 40, which would be heartwood, plank, and iron. And for 60 of them, you need flow-infused plank and then pallium bar. So you have different options on how many you can make, but this is still more helpful than letting your tool downgrade and then having to go and find material to upgrade it each time. For example, for the fine pick, you need 10 heartwood plank and 5 iron bars. To do 40 of the repair kits, you only need 5 heartwood plank and 1 copper bar. So just to save material and some gold, you will just craft the repair kits and repair your tool that way. You will actually get the repair station from Hodari when you reach mining level 4. It's 500 gold for the recipe. You need 8 copper bar and 4 stone brick to craft it, and then you can have one on your plot and you can upgrade your tools there anytime. Your next mining goal is going to be to work towards the exquisite pick recipe from Hodari. Now, if you have your tools downgrade, let's say you have an exquisite pick and you downgrade all the way down to makeshift. In order to get back to exquisite, you have to craft a standard pick, a fine pick, and then you can craft the exquisite. You can't go from a makeshift to an exquisite. If you are out and about using your tools, you can go to the central stables of each map and upgrade your tools. Here you'd go to the blacksmith in Kilima Village, and there is a repair station right in the middle of the room, and you can upgrade your tools here. Okay, so when you're ready, make sure you return to Hodari to get the pallium bar recipe, the whitestone slab, and the heavy smelter recipe. This will all be around 1800 gold, so take your time. It could take a little bit to work up towards this. The last few things you're going to work on is level 7, the gold bar recipe, level 8, the ore compass recipe, which we're going to go over in a minute, level 9, the exquisite pick, which is the last pick you can upgrade to, and level 10, the platinum bar recipe. Platinum can be found in the Elderwood, and in my opinion, it's pretty rare and difficult to spot. On top of the ore, there's a cream colored tint to it. You will get used to looking for it. It's worth it, trust me. The ore compass is a tool that you can activate to help you find large nodes. You press square to activate or right click on PC, and in your compass bar on the top, a bunch of little mining icons will appear, and those are where the large nodes are. If you scroll by each icon, you will see the distance on how far it is away. Keep following the icon, and the closer you get, the smaller the number will become. You can see here above the icon, there's a little white arrow pointing up. That means I need to go up to locate the node. If you ever need to go down to locate a node, you will see a little arrow pointing down below the mining icon that you're heading towards. This tool is helpful when you're trying to mine a lot to craft bars. The large nodes give you the most amount of ore. A couple other things I wanted to go over. When you reach level 10, you will be able to start earning mining medals. You earn these medals by leveling up and completing accomplishments for mining. These weekly accomplishments change over every Monday, and you get a chance to earn 100 mining medals each week. I went on my main account to show this part, but once you reach level 10 for any skill, you can start collecting medals. So in your accomplishments at the top of the screen, you'll start seeing all the medals for that week that you can earn. They change over every Monday and they're always the same. So right now you do Pickaxe Pro where you mine 20 nodes, Gold Rush where you mine 10 rare ores, and then Party Prospector where you mine 5 nodes with other players. Once you save up enough mining metals, you can go to Hodari's Mining Guild store and start buying the rare mining collection. Please feel free to take screenshots of these next two pictures of all the starstones you can collect when mining. The starstones are so much fun to collect. Some are rare like the ruby and some are not like the quartz. These stones are definitely helpful to earn gold in the game. This is an example of me getting garnet out of iron. If you do get a starstone, it will pop up on the left side of the screen when you loot. If you get a star quality starstone, you can actually place those down on your plot. You can keep those beautiful gems. Next, I wanted to talk about flares. You will actually get these from Halcyon Hunting Level 4, but these are used a lot when mining to help other players and show where rare nodes are on the map. You will need 5 heartwood, 5 flint, and 1 crystal lake lotus. You can practice on your plot, so if you want to give it a try here before you do it in town, I don't blame you. To change your arrows on PS5, you're going to press square, and to change your arrows on PC, you're going to right click. This will put the flare arrow on your bow. So let's say you find gold in Bahari Bay. You want to show other players that there's some over here. You point your bow at the ground and release. That will leave a light in the sky and a smoke cloud coming down to exactly where you shot your flare. So now you know if you ever see a flare in the sky, that's most likely telling you to head in that direction because there's gold or silver, platinum, something juicy in the area and you need to get over there to mine it. A lot of times you will see players in the chat telling you where on the map you can find a flare. This is actually the perfect example. The other day I was running around Bahari Bay and a player had flared a small gold node down below. But you can see the light up in the sky, the smoke was coming down, and I knew that if I went down there, I would find something that I most likely wanted. You will see at the top of the screen the ore compass was locating this node. That's because it's a rare node, even though it was a little bit smaller. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was bug catching and mining. Occasionally, when you're mining, a bug will appear, and these bugs usually drop silk thread, which you can craft into silk in your fabric loom. You can buy the fabric loom recipe from Tish at Furniture Making Level 2, and you can buy the silk recipe at level 6. You need 5 silk threads to craft a silk. Here is an example of this happening. I was mining, the bug popped out, so I took my belt out and started using smoke bombs. Then you will see I gather the silk thread and I could take that to my fabric loom to craft some silk. This is just helpful for extra gold. And there are some things with furniture making where you need silk. Thank you so much, Glowbugs, for watching. I hope you found the video helpful. I'll see you next time. Keep your light bright.